Hey, what's up? Today I am going to show you how to use OBS with Windows 10 using a Universal Audio Apollo interface. Let's get to it. All right, so the first thing we need to do is install an ASIO driver specifically for OBS. I will provide these links in the description for you, but essentially you're going to come to this page, you're going to scroll down, you're going to download this installer for OBS 24. I'm assuming you are running OBS 24. If you're not, you probably want to go ahead and update that so that we're both working on the same version. After you do that, you are going to have to download and install FL Studio. Why? Because we need the FL Studio ASIO driver for all this stuff to work. So go ahead and download this, install it. Even if you're just doing the demo, that's fine. We just need the driver on there. And once you've done that, then we're ready for the next step. Okay, after that, we are going to go to our sound properties in the lower right-hand corner here. We'll right-click on that, go up to Open Sound Settings, and then over on the right here, the Sound Control panel. We'll go ahead and click that and open it. And that's going to bring up our list. Here we have playback devices. You don't have to worry about any of this other stuff here. What you're concerned with is that the default device is speakers and Universal Audio Thunderbolt or Firewire or USB, whatever you're using there. And then you're going to do the same thing over here under recording. We're going to scroll down and you want to set the microphone as the default device for Universal Audio Thunderbolt. And then after that, you're going to right-click the properties for each one of these, and we're going to go up into the Advanced tab. And you're going to go to the exclusive mode here and uncheck both of these. You have to do that there, apply it, and OK. We'll go back over to playback. We'll scroll down back to speakers. We'll right-click it, properties, advanced. And again, we are going to uncheck those, apply them, click OK. Then we're done there. We can close that out, and then we're on to the next step. All right, next thing we're going to do is get into the OBS console itself. We'll go ahead and bring that up. Now, here's what we want to do. We want to be able to get our microphone that's plugged into our Apollo. We want it to come through console and end up in OBS so we can record that audio. The way that we do that is within whatever scene we're working with, we have to add a new source. By going over here under sources, you're going to click the plus sign. And because we've installed the ASIO driver for OBS, we can select this at the top. Give it a name if you want to. I'm just going to go with the default there and click OK. And then what that'll do is it'll bring up the properties, and we want to select the device. And what we're doing here is we're actually selecting the interface we're using. So in my case, it is the Thunderbolt device. Because I have one microphone plugged in, I'm going to change this from stereo to mono. Everything else there is good. We can go ahead and click OK. And now what that's done is it's routing the ASIO audio from the Apollo into OBS. You can see on the very top there where it says ASIO, that is the microphone that's plugged into the Apollo. So we are good to go and ready to record audio with our OBS videos. From there, we want to go into settings, over to audio, devices, desktop audio, and here we are also going to select our Apollo interface, whatever we're using here. I'm using Thunderbolt, which works great with Windows 10, by the way. The rest of these settings, we don't have to worry about them. After you've selected your interface, you will have to come down here and click Apply first, and then you'll click OK. And what that has done is it is set up so that your DAW programs, in my case I'm using Wavelab and Pro Tools, it allows us to now have that be the desktop audio. So we're recording the microphone through ASIO, and then we're recording desktop audio from the applications themselves using whatever driver we're going to pick there. And I'll show you how to do that right now. All right, this is Wavelab. This is the program I use in my studio to master songs for clients. To get it to put audio into OBS is pretty easy. We just need to come up to our preferences, our audio connections. And by the way, this will work in Cubase, and I believe it will also work in Ableton. Essentially what we're doing is we're picking the audio device that we want Wavelab to use, and you would think that it's the Apollo in this case, but it's not. We're going to use that FL Studio driver that we installed before. I don't know why that is, but if you don't use the FL Studio driver, you'll get crackling audio, stuttering audio, and your application will freeze up. So once we've got that selected, we can come over here and play the music, and we have clean audio from Wavelab going into OBS, and we have the microphone audio going into OBS at the same time. So that is how you set this up in Wavelab. All right, we're going to do the same thing in Pro Tools as we did for Wavelab. It's really easy to do. All we have to do is go up to the setup here, playback engine. Normally this would be set for the Apollo device if I'm just doing regular client work, but for OBS we have to do it just like we did in Wavelab and select the FL Studio ASIO driver. Once we've done that, then we can drag this session in over here, and let's see if we have some audio. Clean audio coming from Pro Tools into OBS, microphone audio going into OBS at the same time. This is a beautiful thing. Hopefully, if you followed all the steps I've shown you, your Windows 10 system is now working with OBS and your DAW using your Apollo interface. One note I have to make here, this does not work with Camtasia. If you were hoping to use that as your screen recording software, it doesn't support ASIO, so you can forget about it. I'm going to use this platform to start doing tutorials on audio engineering, show you some of my techniques and strategies that I use for clients in the studio. Please subscribe if you're interested in that kind of stuff. If you got your system working by watching this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it. There's a lot of people out there who aren't able to figure this out. It took me probably 2 years of hit and miss and just experimenting before I figured out how to make it work. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.